All right, so I got the air cleaner off of one of these. We're going to try to get this number off. All right, let's see. Get that number. Looks like 8007 1282. All right, so we can order 2 rebuild kits and some spark plugs. Get this thing running the way it's supposed to run.
All right, coming into the operating room. Give us some plastic surgery now. That's good. That's it. This is where it's gonna stay for a while now.
Tear it up.
Start stripping the quarters down.
Tear it up. All right. I'm gonna mask it all off, cover that whole thing so we don't get crap all over it. Take the bumper off, take the 2 tail lights out, tape it off from here over, and everything else gets stripped down. Okay. All right, well, welcome back again one more time on this car, this 65 Comet. What we're gonna do is repair 2 quarter panels. So if you look at this one, okay, let's see if I can show you this. So it's hard to see, but basically, here, you watch that. I'll show what we're doing. So here's what's going to happen. If you look, so right here, the quarter panels that he brought down, that came with it, are from here down. But they're not good, really good quality. But the problem with them is this car, we're going to strip this down. But looking on the inside, you could see this line is no good. So right here like this needs to be fixed. So hopefully that's still good metal under there. I'm gonna get the key out and check that, but we're gonna strip all this down. First, we're gonna take the tail light out. We're gonna take the bumper off. We're gonna take the car off. We're gonna tape off about halfway up to this line, over this line actually, down here, and we're gonna strip all this off. I want to see what kind of. I'm not sure how we're gonna strip it yet. I'm thinking about it. So we might do a paint stripper. Not sure. But in here, you can see. I gotta get this off of here, but there's like screws sticking out of here, or a rivet. It looks like, I can't tell if it's rivets or self-tapping screws. I think they're rivets, or both. I don't know. That feels like a screw. Anyway, it's like right at that line I'm talking about. So I can't tell from in here. Like over here, it loses its contour. Like here, it's still good, and then over here, it's lost. So I'm assuming that they just banged this in and then filled it with Bondo or whatever. So I'm gonna. This side has no contour whatsoever. All right. Loses it. This side loses it like back here also. So this side's not as bad as the other side as far as the line goes. This contour is not there in here, so we're gonna take that apart, take the battery out of the way, move all the crap out of the trunk. We're gonna take the car off real good, jack it up, move it over a hair. We're probably gonna end up, obviously take the wheels and stuff off. We gotta make sure the inside of the lip has to be fixed first. So once we strip all this down, we might cut the quarter off, whatever's bad. We're gonna try to save as much of it as we can, put it to you that way. All right, so, and then we're gonna put here, look at this. We're gonna put a patch right here because there's a hole in it for.
I see light.
All right, so we're gonna fix that. And we're gonna fix a couple spots there. I spoke to Bob and he said he wants to fix the carburetors, so I took the numbers off the carburetors. I ordered 2 kits.
So we can rebuild
So
those.
they're coming. We can rebuild the carburetors and get this thing running right. All right, so we're gonna tackle it by bumper, tail lights, battery, jack it up, take the wheels off, and start with that. All right? All right. Got all that apart, got everything all taken off so we know what we're doing here, where we're at. Okay? Got everything out of here. We're going to put all these parts in the car, put them somewhere. So now, taking a look at the quarter in here. Car's had a hard life. Okay, so if you look here, right, you got this, the original floor. I mean quarter panel. This is a panel. And then this is a panel. So looks like it was fixed twice already. One, because then this is the original. This is original down here. And you got that, that, and that. So, like I said, we're going to try to save as much of this as we can. We'll end up doing all this back here, filling all that in nice with metal. All right, this has to be fixed, obviously. So, but you could see it was like patched over because this was the metal that was supposed to be there, and then they just put this on it. So, there's no line there, that's just a shadow. And then this is all just bubbled. You can see it all bubbled back up. Okay, so kind of like what I said, we're gonna go to probably this middle here, like this. It would have been nice if that wasn't messed up, but it looks like they did a whole bunch of body work all in here. So you could see it's all like out of whack. All right, so this side, same thing. So if you look down in there, let's see if I can get this in there. All right, same thing. So been fixed, obviously. This side looks like it was fixed once. And they got a patch panel all the way up to here. You can see the metal, all the rivets. So same thing, we're gonna cut that. We're gonna cut it right about, probably gonna cut it right below that line. All right, so we'll cut it like this and try to save the body line a little bit on this side. This line definitely has to get fixed. This line's kind of got a little whoop to it. So we'll sharpen that up nice, clean, get that nice back to shape. Get all this fixed, and then the trunk drop off, we'll end up fixing both sides, obviously. And then you got these holes in the floor all the way back to here. This is all along the frame. So we'll end up fixing that. And then a couple little, this side's not bad. It's weird, right? That side looks worse the quarter, that side looks worse the floor. You never know what happens with these old cars. So this side just has a couple pinholes. We'll just fix that. Fix a few of them things. Once we cut that off, that inner wheel well is gonna have to get a patch probably on this side. And then same thing there. we'll know once we get it off. And again, thanks for all the undercoating, whoever did the undercoating. Off air. All right, so same thing. All that's going to get scraped off basically, as much as we could get off. All right, and they undercoated that thing all the way to the top. All right, so that's where we're at. I'm going to get rid of all this stuff, clean this all up. Leaving the gas tank in it, we're not taking that out. That's the only thing that's going to stay for now. Okay, and obviously it's got other issues going on, but we'll see what happens with all that later. It's got a hole here. But we're going to do the quarters. I'm just thinking how I'm going to strip them. Paint stripper or grind it all off. Yeah, so we're going to find out. We'll see what the consensus is here. All right. All right, we took a vote. And we're going to strip it by grinding everything. Ain't no sense of wasting paint stripper because it's mostly Bondo under there anyway. So we're going to take the trunk lid off, tape the whole car off from the back window forward, and just leave exposed what we're going to be grinding off. All right. All right. We got the trunk lid off. We got this all cleared out. Got the wire in for the lights all back and throw everything back in there so nothing gets burned. These are 2 lines for air shocks. We're not going to mess with those right now unless we have to. We'll just take them off and throw them in there. This ground cable is going to come off. And then this cable we can move over. Give us all the room we need. Make sure we got enough. Everything out of the way so we don't melt no wires or nothing. I'm gonna start taping the thing off. All right. All right, so we got that all taped off. Try to keep all the dust out of it is mostly what that is for, and then just so we don't get crap all over the existing paint and start flinging metal and crap around. All right, so right now it is Wawa coffee time, and then we'll come back and start doing the strip. All right, so we got our coffee. We're gonna throw something over that real quick. Those we're gonna end up painting black. He wants those black, so we're gonna paint them black. We're gonna put a fan in here, start blowing this stuff out. We got the wall fan to suck this stuff out. Get some masks on and go to town. All right, well.
Not gonna be able to use all of this at all.
Not that good. Okay, so.
Not even close.
So this doesn't have that line at all, right? This is in the wrong spot. That needed to be up there.
But we do kind of need this wheel well.
And then
lit,
this
so
is flat. Like that. It's supposed to have this.
It's a stamp, so.
Right, but it's supposed
to be curved. And then.
Like that.
I mean, they do have that part right, but.
They don't have this right.
No, I know, but they have this lip in here, but still.
In the wrong place. All right. Like I said, here's what we're doing. We're going to grind this all down, save as much of the original stuff as we could, and then cut off whatever we think we need of this. I mean,
very little, but you know.
Because even this, it's not really that good. So you're doing body work on the whole thing anyway. The other one got a kink in it. So this side, this, look.
Just grind it off. Stop messing with it. Come on.
All right, come on, get this out of my way.
All right.
I'm gonna start taking this off. Take the good patch panels off. Take off these good patch panels. Yeah. Exposure. All right, put these back in the box.
All right.
They're not even bent right. They're not even bent. I mean, these are flat. They're supposed to have a nice contour to them.
Don't worry, we're not using it. Don't worry.
Get rid of that.
All right. Look. You can't make this up. We didn't put this in there, obviously.
I just took the tape off. Look.
I got it. We got to make a short out of this.
I mean, he bought the car like this, so he didn't do this.
No.
That's what happens when you buy stuff. You don't know. You don't really know what the frick you're getting.
It's okay.
If you look under there, that's the original red. See that under there?
Yep.
So that line, see how there's supposed to be a line here. The line's gone. So we're gonna go back to the line. So we're gonna go from here to from that line up. See it?
Yep.
That's what we want. See how thick it is? So, like this is all Bondo, and then over here it's starting to come back to metal. So we're gonna see how much of it is metal. I want to try to get as much metal out of it as we can. This we're just gonna end up cutting it off. So I'm not even gonna grind that down because this is all rotted up here. So they brazed it, but then there's screws in there. I don't know what happened. Like I said, this was fixed twice. So. If you look back here, get the camera back here, you can see 2 new lips. Right in here.
Oh yeah, look at that. Alright, keep going.
All right, well, you could see what the process is here, okay? This all the way to the door. This we're probably gonna either go right to the door. Once I get this, probably just go right to the door, and then we'll have a clean line to work with from here all the way back. This is all gonna get fixed, obviously. Most of the damage is all in here. It's a shame that they butchered this spot all up. Right, so I went down. You can see this is still thick here. So the problem is you got to get all. I need to get to metal. So as I went up to this line, the Bondo got real thin. So we're good. I mean, a little bit of skim coat ain't gonna hurt nothing. But all in here, this is all decent here. So we're gonna skim this. This is thick. I'm gonna get rid of all this. This is all gonna get right now. This is rough. So we still got to get it all off because it's thick, man. It's like 1/4 inch thick in some spots. All right, so we're gonna get this all off, completely off, right? From here down, from this line, all the way down, completely off, and then we go back over. We're doing this with 40 and 36 grit. All right, so it's just cutting the heavy stuff, which is making heavy cuts off. Now you could see where it's the original paint back in there somewhere, right? And then they got primer and then black epoxy. So it was probably painted once. This reddish epoxy or whatever this is, that's the last thing on here. That's, I would think that's factory stuff, if anything. All right, so what's going to happen is, like I said, this is all going to come off. This is 40 grit, 36, whatever. And then we're going to go over it with 80 and then 180. And it'll be all bare metal, nice and clean, right? And then we can feel for any dings and dents, which it has a whole mess of them, but mostly down here where all the rot is, okay? Up here, this is all wavy and this is all sunk in here. But once I get it all down to bare metal, like you could see where every one of them things is all dings. Like over here, no dings. Over here, every one of those, all that's all dings and dents and dings and dents and waves. So I'm gonna get it all cleaned. I'm gonna bang all the metal back out, right? Get it as straight as we could in metal first, and then we'll replace whatever we gotta replace. But you could see it's hairy in here right now. So all this is all just, got the fan running back there, and then we got the exhaust fan going at the same time. Now you know why we covered it all up. Because it makes a mess. All right, so and get back to doing this. I'm not gonna video the whole thing because this is just gonna, we still got to do this, all this, and then we got to do the same thing on this side. So this side's gonna get the same thing. Okay, hopefully not as bad. I'm gonna try to go to this first line first, but back here it definitely got to go up. So I mean, worst scenario is we do the same thing on both sides, to the line, to the line. Okay, so all right, I'll show you when it's all down to this, and then I'll show you the next step.
All right, we struck gold.
Yeah, look at this. Shut that off for a second. Look,
It's all the brass.
this is flat. This was flat. There's your real line right there. See the line that we were talking about?
Yep.
So that's important to have that, because or else, you know, because once the bumper goes on, the bumper, that's like that's supposed to outline the bumper, right?
Right.
So, I mean, it's good. So we're gonna make it happen again, so it looks like it's supposed to be there again. You know, this is all, look at, it's thick as crap. Even this line, see this little line right here?
Well, yeah.
I gotta go look at it. I gotta go look at another one if I can find.
Where was it? Right,
What?
right there. There's the rivet.
Yeah, there's one rivet there. There was another rivet back here. Here's another one right here.
Right there.
Another one right there. This is all rot. There was nothing even in here. This is all just Bondo.
Yeah.
So we're gonna, like I said, this is the original material. And then this is another piece of metal. I don't know what the heck I think they just laid a piece of metal across here. I don't even, I don't know. I don't know what they did there.
Well, this part where they did this was done a long time ago.
Oh yeah, this is like late 70s, early 80s probably where they brazed this. Who knows? But all right, well, we're gonna keep digging it out. So this is like,
We've seen thicker, but it's thick.
I know I've seen way thicker. So this whole thing is gonna come off.
Yeah,
So we're gonna end up
basically.
taking this whole bottom panel off. I just want to save the inside panel. They curled it in. They
Right.
curled this in, right?
Yeah.
So that's the original panel on the trunk drop off.
Right.
So I'm gonna try to clean all that off, like I did all this. Clean all this off. I'm gonna try to save the inner piece and straighten it back out. All right, let me finish up.
inside, not original, obviously. And all right, so what? Look, so that's the first piece, right? This piece, this is another repair, right?
Yeah.
See the inside? Look at the inside. See that inside piece? Watch, I'm gonna take this off too. Right, so that.
And don't cut your finger.
See this one? See this one in here?
Yeah.
That's the real piece. So all this could be. We're just gonna cut this off. This is all repair. That was a repair after. This is a second one. So it was fixed, and then somebody else did this. And we're gonna take all this off. Cut this one off, and then this repair that they did, this is the first one, right? To this is wrong. So we're gonna cut this back. We're gonna cut this back. You can see how it's got two in there?
Yeah.
The first one is the real one. You can see it's fixed in here, so. Yeah, right here, look. I can feel it with my hand. Feel that right there?
Yeah, you can see
So
it.
that's
Yeah.
gotta come off. We're gonna get that off and this. I'm just gonna get the whiz wheel, we'll just cut it. Just cut that right off, like that. And then the other panel will be under it. What? Give me a little pry bar.
Yeah, hang on.
There it is.
1970.
Now you can see the original piece.
This is the original trunk drop off. So this, what I'm gonna do is we're probably gonna end up. Either I could probably make a new one right from the top down. It needs to be down, so you can see how far down it was supposed to be, like this. So, and then cut the outside off. Yeah! This is what happens. You open up a can of worms. All right, let me go. Well, like I said, this is probably a 2 or a 3 for repair. That was the original panel under it. I could feel it. Like if you go inside the car, right?
Yeah.
This is all original.
Yeah.
They just welded to it, which they got rivets sticking out of it and everything else. So I want to get back to that. So I'm just going to cut this off here. Same thing with this. The original one is behind it. So,
Well,
and then
let's see what we want to do with that. Well, you can see they welded the corner piece on at one point.
I know. Well, this is all one repair. I need this line, which it's the original. There's nothing here. You don't feel that. I can feel it on the inside. So. I like that.
That's
I got
the real
original
metal.
line. Still got the original line in it, so we're good. Now we can patch it the right way. Sucks that they... Alright, whatever. I'm gonna keep cutting this all off. Make sure this all comes off.
That was blue at one point.
Yep. Let's look up the...
Maybe it was originally blue.
I'm gonna look up the VIN number real quick. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a
no,
minute.
no.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Nah, look.
Oh, wait a minute. Because now this is welded in there.
That was just a blue scrap piece they
I
had.
don't know. Maybe.
That could be.
No, maybe not. I don't know. I can't
Or you
tell.
can see where they drilled all the holes.
Yeah, I know. Holy
Well,
crap.
because look,
Yeah, it
that's
is.
another piece.
All right, look at that. There's another piece on. So this was fixed. Wow. So it was fixed this. This was fixed. Then this was fixed. Then that was fixed. Hey, whiz. Hard life. Hard life. Poor bastard. All right, so if you follow, this is the original metal. Right here, right here, right here, right here. This is the original metal. This is the original part of the original fender. So there's no lip, right? This way. So we need to make that lip all the way down. This we're determining is an add-on piece. I believe that's an add-on piece. Pretty sure that's an add-on
Which is
piece.
kind of gonna stay anyway
Yeah.
because it.
I don't know what they welded that way. That looks like maybe they. Wow, that's some crazy weld right there. All right,
That's probably 1960
I don't know.
something weld.
but this is the
70.
original. This is original, right? All this original. I'm gonna try to get most of this off. I'm gonna try to get all this off. The brass will melt it, right? And then I'll get behind here. This line is still decent. I'll get behind here. We'll clean all this up, and then hopefully we only got to repair this bottom half. I hope.
You could be an archaeologist.
Yeah, we're slowly gonna digest it. We're slowly gonna dissect it all. I need to save as much as this as we could. So. body. And to the bottom of it. Cut that off. And then this, we'll just grind all that back down.
Yep.
Melt the brass. Alright. Like I said, trying to save as much as we could. This is definitely an extra piece. We thought it was blue, it ain't blue. That's just an extra, that's gonna come off. We gotta see if we can melt this brass. If we can melt the brass, it'll all pull right off. And then we hammer and dolly the crap out of it and get it all back straight.
Yeah, because this has a.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's got a bad whipple in it, but this is original metal. You know what I mean? The only way I would change this is if you had an original quarter panel, and I mean the whole thing, like an Arizona deal. Then I would cut it. I've done that on the convertible that we got. The whole thing inside, and then you just cut right along this line where it's flat, and you're only doing body work on this one spot here and whatever, you know, whatever else. But you pinch weld, all this gets welded from the inside. Get the torch. Let's see if this will melt with the handheld thing. If not, I gotta get the oxygen acetylene and heat it up.
So we don't want to do this to it when we try heating it up. So we're going to have to just cut it off. cutting there. Hey, watch it. You already cut it up once.
Listen, just saving this was worth all that crap. Because now we know where the original line is. So even if I go down to here, this fades off down here, like about this far, it fades away. But that's nice, because now it's right there and it's solid. So I would never touch this spot. I would cut it from here over, because that's what you don't want to mess with. This whole corner you can make, but these freaking lines like this, that's you're either cutting that off and making it with Bondo or not, because that's hard to do.
Alright,
So
that's it.
now I just gotta finish cleaning the rest of this up. Now we'll get it all smooth.
Tried this, we started, but you know, we don't want to do that.
Yeah,
for the
no,
whole
we don't want to
quarter.
do that. I don't want to heat it up. It's good. I mean, this is actually good metal here, so it's a shame that they did this. If they didn't do that, I would have been able to save this whole thing, which I still might, but I don't know. This gets a little. Worst scenario is this is gonna get cut off just like this, or maybe to this line. I don't know yet.
We'll see.
Because this line, it goes away here. That's the way they work. And then this is like flat. So we'll see how much of that other panel we can use. We definitely can use this lip of it. The inner lip I'm gonna have to make, obviously. The inner panel we're gonna have to make.
Alright.
So we'll figure it out. Alright, so we're getting there. all that's good. I cut this out just now, and this got all like junk in there. We gotta get all this crap out of there, blow all that out. All this is good metal. All this is good metal. This is all good. This has to be banged out from the inside. This has to be banged out from the inside. This, they creased it to put that other patch on it when they did the other patch the first time. So we're gonna dolly that out. And then we're just gonna cut this rot off. This is still good. This is all still good. I already cut that piece off. That's no good. I'm gonna mess with that. So I'm gonna fix all that. We're gonna put a new lip on it. Tomorrow, we're gonna scrape all this stuff on the inside here so we could dolly it clean and make sure it's good. And then as you can see, we'll just cut that bottom rot piece off. All right, so that's where we're at for now. So that's all done with DA40. That's all nice. That's all good metal. And then we'll go over that again with like 180. And all these little dingers, we're going to knock them all out so that the top of this panel is going to be good. And then if you look at it from here, like this, so that over there has to come out, and this whole thing has to go in like that. That's where that belongs, like about right there. All right? All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell if you want to see what's going to happen with this next. All right, thank you.